Hello and welcome to another part of Let's Play Gran Turismo 3 for 100% complete. We last did an endurance race on Seattle in our Mitsubishi Lancer, and we acquired another Esperante GTR 1. We already changed into our car for the next event in the last video, which is the Mazda MX-5 1.8. Which is the fastest MX-5 I can get hold of. We are doing the Roadster Endurance race. This is the one we will be doing. Tuning for non-tuned cars, tyres, no cars are excluded. Okay, so that means I can put better tyres on because I haven't got decent tyres on this because this is a non-tuned MX-5. I've not used this one yet. This is the yellow one we acquired way back. Tyre, racing tyres. You know what? I'm gonna go for the hard. I'm gonna go for T3s. That way, we should be able to get through the majority of the laps without a pit. If my memory serves me right, we can actually acquire, I'm pretty sure from this one, a F1 car, one of the polyphonies, which would be handy if we did acquire, because we're still trying to acquire one, hopefully, for the Formula 1 GT Cup, because then that would give us a far better chance of winning. Now this one might take us a while because these are slow vehicles for 40 laps. Hopefully there won't be one that breaks off the pack, because if there's one that breaks off the pack, then we know that they're going to be pitting quite quickly, because they'll have one of the soft tyre compounds, which their grip is extremely good, but they don't live as long. I like to have a little less grip around some of the corners, but my tyres last as long as they possibly can. Now, looks like we've got one that's already breaking away. Already. And it looks like that they might be pitting quite early on. Now, I have gone for one of the faster MX-5s, but this is doable with the oldest MX-5 in the game. It is doable. I have done it in the past with the oldest one, and I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, but if you look at, I've mentioned his channel again, Sky Hurricane, I'm pretty sure he did this event in an old MX-5. If you aren't sure if it's doable, but it is definitely doable. I can promise you that now. Because the way that these MX-5s go, it's all about pit regime, and when the tyres start to warm up, your grip improves around the corners, and they live longer, so it's just based on skill after that. And as you can see at the moment, I'm sat in third after one lap already, and looks like the MX-5s are split off into 2-3 groups already. Looks like the ones at the back are going to be dropping off in a minute. So yeah, he's definitely on a softer compound tyre. So he will be pitting I'm going to go on a limb here, every 3 laps. He's going to go every 3 laps, guarantee it. I'll be surprised if it's earlier. It'd be better if it's earlier. It'd be better if he pits on this lap, but if he pits every 3 laps, I know I'm on to a winner. I'll be surprised if he goes every 4. If he goes every 4, then we're working on a 9 pit stop strategy for him. But we shall see. Is he going to go into the pits now? No, he's going again. To be honest, I actually think I'm catching him up. I think that gap's shrinking. I think, anyway, don't quote me on that. So what we're on now, we're on what? About 8 seconds? I do like the MX-5. I mean, it is a nice, easy vehicle to control. And just to let you know as well, if you do struggle with the license tests and aren't able to acquire all gold on any of them, there is an MX-5 you can buy, and I do recommend starting with that. Or you can start with the Toyota Sprint Truno, but you get one of them from doing the Sunday Cup anyway. So up to you what you start with, but I recommend starting with an MX-5. I mean, you could try a different way, like start with a PT Cruiser from American, but I find that car a bit too tall. I can do endurance races in it, but it's just a pain. So I recommend starting with an MX-5 as your starter car if you're unable to acquire gold on your licenses, and then work from there. You are able to acquire bigger, better cars after that. Right, so he's gone into the pit and it's the end of the 3rd lap, so it looks like he's going to go every 3 laps with a stop. And then he'll go, so he's going to go something like, I don't know, 12, 13 pit stops before we are able to, so if we figure out he's going to go 13 pit stops before he finishes the race, we could probably get 1 or 2 pit stops in, depending on our tyres. I mean, if I look after my tyres, they should last quite a while. I mean, I could have gone for the harder compound, the super hards, the T2s, but I prefer the T3s. They warm up quicker than me. And with this being a lightweight car anyway, there's no upgrades in it, because it has to be a stock MX-5. It should last a while anyway. I mean, I generally am calm with the cars. I don't race like a lunatic. I try not to anyway. But yeah, look at that already. That MX-5 is probably in amongst that backpack somewhere, because it has caught up. It's probably going to catch up and probably get back second soon. If it can do, which I think it will do. That is my personal opinion. I think we will see a black MX-5 in second again. Just depends on the MX-5. I mean, it depends what tyre compound they've gone with. Because that black one's gone with super soft, which I've gone for hards. Depends what the other ones have gone with. I mean, if they've gone with mediums, or if they stay with stock tyres, you know, the sports, normal, compound tyre. You know, I mean, I probably could have done it with them tyres, the normal compound tyres, and I still would be able to do it with the normal compound tyres. So yeah, that MX-5 is back in second. It will make a bit of a gap, but I don't think it'll be enough to keep it in second personally. just based on these other MX-5s. I mean, I don't know how many laps they're going to go. I mean, I could probably do a 3 pit stop strategy and still win. You know, for every 10 laps. 10, 20, 30, and then finish. Just depends on my tyres. I mean, how well I look after them. So I'm on lap 5 already. Oh, almost on lap 6. And the tyres are doing pretty well, to be honest. So the fact that we are going quite well is pretty good. And we are pulling 144s, 1 to 140, I mean not 147. That probably could have been a 146, 145 easy. Nice and steady with the MX-5. I like to kind of hug the corner as close to the apex as possible without going onto the grass. To try and shorten the track length down a bit. Because it kind of... I'm trying to put down the tyre wear. If I was going to take every corner as wide as possible, my tyres won't last as long as I want them to. And I'm hoping that if I do this the way I need to, it should work out well. And then we can go from there on in. For you guys who are new to the Gran Turismo series, if you've been following this from the start, you're probably not new to the Gran Turismo series, because I mean there's what, 8, 9 different Gran Turismo games out there, ranging from the main series from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's Sport, there's PSP. Oh sorry, no there's not 9, there's like probably 12 different Gran Turismo games, because I think they did 3 different GT concepts. I'm not including the prologues because they're just an early version of 4 and an early version of 5. Not doing the prologues because I thought that's pointless, might as well just wait for the full thing. Forget the prologues. But I mean, if you guys or girls did play Gran Turismo 4 and Prologue and 5 Prologue, let me know in the comments below what you actually thought of the prologues. I mean, did it vary from being completely different to the main game, or were there some aspects that were similar? Not the cars or the tracks, I mean like menu systems and navigations, you know, license tests, how were they incorporated and stuff, if you had to do them and stuff. But yeah, it'd be nice to know, because I never bought the prologues. It'd be nice to know. I mean, if I can find them in the wild, if I can find them out there in shops, or, you know, car boot sales. For you American guys, that's flea markets, or yard sales, car boots are. That's what we call them in England here. Car boot sales. Yeah, for you, all you guys and girls, if you've ever played them, let me know. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys in America or in any other region got the prologues. I'm not 100% sure on that, but if you did, let me know. It would be interesting to know. And tell me what you thought of them. Just drop a comment below. Oh. Looks like we've got an orange MX-5 in second now. I've lost track of who's pitted and not pitted now. Ooh, that's not good for me. Right, so an orange MX-5 is in second. We can justify that. And by the way, the counter behind, I think that should be the black MX-5. Is the counter behind. I might be wrong. Oh, I scuffed that one up completely. But yes, as we can see, we're doing really, really well. We've got a nice 20-second gap. I think it's like 21, 22 seconds. It's a nice lead. Easy pit stop available. Because it will still come out on top. Yeah, the AI isn't too difficult on this one. It's just whether you can keep your composure for when the one that's on the extremest, softest tyre shoots off at the beginning of the track. It will always shoot off, but you will always beat it. Always. Without a doubt, you will always beat it, no matter what. And then, just based on your pure driving skill, if you already acquired the International A license before doing any of the races, and you've decided to buy yourself an MX-5, and you wanted a powerful vehicle to continue with, I recommend anticipating, because you know nobody wants to do an endurance race for the first race, but I recommend doing this endurance race if you want a decent vehicle. Now, I can't remember, but I don't think it gives you an MX-5 for doing this. I don't think it does. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure you don't get an MX-5 for doing this. Now, if you guys and girls, before we do finish this entire long playthrough of what I'm doing, if you would like me to try a challenge with this game, let me know, because I do know where this game ends. If I trigger the end credits for Beginner League and Amateur League, that is the end. So I don't think there's an end credits for... There's definitely no end credits for Rally. I don't think there's any end credits for Endurance, and I'm pretty sure there isn't for Professional. But if you would like me to try a challenge, for example, no upgrades or not able to buy a vehicle, or both, don't buy a vehicle and no upgrades, we'll go from that. But if you would like to see me try a challenge, let me know. Just drop a comment below, because I'm sort of setting myself up a challenge on Gran Turismo 2, where I beat the main game, you know, Gran Turismo League, with brand new cars, pure brand new cars. I mean, I am setting myself up for one hell of a challenge. It's going to be a difficult one if I do it. But I am telling you now, it's going to be a difficult challenge. And when I mean brand new cars, I mean brought brand new cars. None of these cars that I get from the races, none of those. Pure brand new cars. So for that challenge, it would be go to the dealership, see what I can afford to straight away, do my licenses, and go from there. I am not buying a single used vehicle. It will be a brand new car. Brand new. And beat the main game. Because it's impossible to do 100% of the game with brand new cars. It's impossible. Because you've got the AZ1, the SVX to buy. and they only come in the used car lots, one for Subaru, one for Mazda. And I'm pretty sure the Cappuccino comes in the used car lot as well, in Suzuki only. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that is in the used car lot, because Suzuki only for the Cappuccino event. My tyres are still going strong. That's good. That is good for me. I love it when my tyres stay strong. We're still pulling 144s. It's good. I want to keep pulling 144s. I'm going to go as far as I can before my tyres do start turning red. Because when they start turning red, that means when they've got no life, no grip left. And that's when we'll start to struggle with the corners. 145, we're still going strong. We're on lap 12. That's a 20-minute mark of this. Yeah, past us. Excuse me, got a bit of a stuck in my throat there. So yeah, 20-minute mark's going to pass us at 12 on 12 laps. So based on that principle, we're probably looking at about an hour track. An hour, maybe more. Just depends on how well we go, because all the MX-5s are starting to put in now. So they'll be on like lap 11, going into lap 12 to pit for their fresh set of tyres. Yeah, I always find trying to hug the apex on that corner is the best idea, because then it sets yourself up for a nice exit off that hairpin. Because that can be quite a tight corner, that hairpin can. That's one thing I want to... If you guys know of any Easter eggs in this video game that you know that you've come across over the years of playing it, you know, like for example, a wacky, goofy looking car that's not in the game, that you've managed to come across by obtaining it in an odd, weird way. Now, I don't mean you guys like using mods or finding code in the game that's not complete that you can put in the game. I mean, like, you know, you've just acquired it and you're like not sure how you've done that, and you've gone through the dealership and it's not available in the dealership sort of thing. You've looked in arcade mode, it's not in arcade mode. And you're just like, well, where's this car come from? Let me know. So I do know there are some cars in the game which were going to be implemented, but they never finished. When they decided for some odd reason not to include it in the game. Like for Lancia, for example, they included the there were like what, three or four different rally cars in Gran Turismo 2, and then when they came to Gran Turismo 3, they only brought the one rally car across, which I thought was odd, because you got the Lancia Delta. I do apologise for pronouncing it wrong. The Lancia Delta Integrail rally car. They didn't bring over the Lancia Delta S4 rally car or the Lancia Stratos rally car. So there's like 3 rally cars there, and they only implemented one across into Gran. They only kept one in Gran Turismo 3, but yet they brought back the Stratos rally car for Gran Turismo 4, which, don't get me wrong, is a good game, but 3 is by far my favourite. People say 3 is long-winded. Yes, it can be long-winded, I do admit that, but it's just more polished. It's more refined, it's just easy to navigate. I mean, I want a car, I know where to go. I want to do a race, I know where to go. I want to check my stats, I know where to go. I want the upgrade shop, I know where to go. I don't have to go through all these different menus just to find something I'm looking for. Like, for example, if I want a car in Gran Turismo 4, I'm not sure where it comes from, I have to go through all the countries. And if I want to buy upgrades for that car, I've got to go into the country it's from, into the manufacturer it's from, into the tune shop, then start buying my upgrades from there. I mean, it's just complicated. It was just complicated. Now, I haven't done much of Gran Turismo 5 or 6, but I'm pretty sure they're just as complicated, if not more complicated. Which reminds me, actually, I need to start doing videos for Gran Turismo 5 and 6. I'm not playing much of them, but I'm thinking of doing the long play videos for those. If you guys would like me to, let me know in the comments below. But I will definitely start those off at some point. But yeah, if you guys would like to see playthroughs of other games on different systems, I mean completely different, not Sony systems, like, you know, for example, I could try Xbox, I could try Nintendo, you know, them sort of things. I have got a Dreamcast somewhere, just need to put my cables out for that, but I have got a Dreamcast. I've got some Dreamcast games as well that I could sit and play through if you really wanted me to, and we could go from there. But yeah, you guys just let me know what kind of games you would like to watch a playthrough of, and I'll do a playthrough, not a problem. It will be a 100% playthrough, mind you. I won't be just leaving it at one playthrough and done. It will be a 100% playthrough. For example, if I was going to do House of the Dead, for example, House of the Dead 2, sorry, not the first one. If I was going to do House of the Dead 2, I would do a playthrough, and then I would do, you know, a playthrough again, but taking different routes, sort of thing. Try and show you all the routes I can. Oh, look at that, we've got one red tyre and we're on lap 16. If I pit now, that would be a 2-stop strategy. I mean, the car still handles fine, so I might take it even further. If I can stretch it out to lap 20, then that would be only a 1 pit stop strategy. And and then we can go from there. So yeah, I'm going to try and stretch it to lap 20. Because then obviously that's only one pit stop I need to do in the race. And then we can go from there. Hopefully we acquire a nice vehicle. And then it will look awesome. And then we can go from there. And then we can, see what we acquire. Hopefully we get a Polyphony 001 or Polyphony 002. I do apologise if I've said that wrong. But yeah, in this process, hopefully we can acquire one, because I do not want to attempt the Polyphony Digital Cup. Sorry, I've done that already. The Formula GT without a Polyphony 001 or 002, because that would be extremely difficult. I can't remember, but I think I did do it in the past. I think I did beat it in the past without a Polyphony 001 or 002. But that was many years ago. I think if I tried it now, I probably would fail. That's because I haven't acquired the right car yet. Because I think the Nissan R390 GT1 race car, fastest race car in the game, in this one, fastest, fully upgrade it, super hard tyres, it should win the race. It should. I'm not 100% sure on that, because it's been ages since I tried it without a Formula GT car. So yeah, I could be re-attempting it again. And it's going to be a hell of a lot tricky, because I haven't done Formula GT car. It's going to be tricky. It will be so darn tricky. It's unreal. It's going to be unreal. And I'm hoping that we can zip through this quite quickly. Now, I am going to apologise in advance if any of my endurance races are in two separate videos, because my laptop, which I'm currently merging videos on because my computer has died, doesn't hold much memory. It was just for simple bits and bobs. There's some a little bit of gaming, but it is a low memory laptop. So I do apologise in advance if any of my videos are in two parts, because I am currently rendering on a laptop and not a computer. So I need to find out what's wrong with the computer, or just get a brand new one. I might just get a brand new one. But yes, I'm currently rendering on a laptop at the moment. So I do apologise if my videos are in 2 parts. I'm hoping my laptop can take it. If my laptop can, then I don't need to get a computer. But my laptop will be fine. But yes. Okay, so go around one more lap. So that's lap 19 complete. Move on to lap 20, and this lap will be the pit stop. So we'll take our pit stop this lap, and then by the time we hit lap 40, our tyres should be in a similar state to what they are now. And I'd like to quote, we're on lap 20, and I am pretty sure we haven't overlapped anybody yet. I'm pretty sure everybody is like lap 19 going on to lap 20, but we haven't overlapped anybody. I am pretty sure we've not done that yet. If we have, and I haven't noticed it on the map, as we've been driving past the pit stop station, there's been one in there, let me know. Because obviously I don't focus on the map all the time, because that would be silly. I mean, how am I supposed to drive just focusing on the map without focusing on the car itself? But yeah, I'm pretty sure we haven't. So I believe everybody's on lap 19 going on to 20, as I'm going on to 20 to 21. But this is our pit stop lap. So we'll set the car in the pit stop. I'll let it take it. Go, fresh set of tyres, are ready to go, rock and roll. Now I don't think they do, but I've never, or at least I've never noticed anyway. Do the tyres, when you get fresh set of tyres, if you do know the answer to this, do they heat up in the pits? You know, do they start to heat up in the pits as soon as the car starts moving up? Do they start to heat up? You know, do they start to heat up and gain grip, or do they stay stone in the blue until you start using them? Because that's something I do not actually know about that in this game. If the tyres wear immediately as soon as the car starts moving. You guys, if you do know the answer, please let me know in the comments below. Yeah, we aren't doing too bad at the moment. I mean, we are going through quite nicely. I have left the professional league with Formula GT still incomplete. I haven't even attempted it yet, because I'm banking on, hopefully, for one of these endurance races we will acquire a Polyphony 001 or 002. I can't remember which one's the quickest. I think it's the 001. It's the quicker of the two, I think. But I also think that the Polyphony 002 is the one with the turbo. But yeah, I'm pretty sure number one's quicker. Not by much though, but I'm pretty sure it's quicker. It's just that one, that championships alone will be in 10 different parts for 10 different races. Just purely because the fact that they're all endurance races. That's the only reason. That is the only reason. I mean, wouldn't normally do that. Put a championships in 10 different that one, because I mean, come on, let's face it. Trying to stick 10 different endurance races in a video, that would take some immense gigabytes. That would be like what? This is like 3, 4, 5 gigabytes per video. Did that for 10, so it's a minimum of like 50 gigabytes. And then you've got to render that to, then you've got to YouTube it. Then you've got to put them together if you're splitting the video up. Render it on your computer, laptop. Then you've got to upload it to YouTube, which just does another render. And then they go at 720p or 1080i. I can't remember. I think it's 720p minimum for YouTube. And then that would go, and then that would render in YouTube as well. But that would take some immense time and patience to render that together. I mean, just to stick an endurance race up to YouTube alone is going to take a while. Yes, because at this point in time, I have not uploaded all my videos I have available. So prior to you guys seeing this video, currently I've not uploaded my Publicity my Publicity Digital Cup. That's not uploaded to YouTube yet. I've got Seattle, which isn't uploaded to YouTube yet. But by the time you guys see this video, listen to it, watch it, you guys would have hopefully had the Publicity Digital Cup and the Seattle endurance race up. Hopefully. Because I'd like to try and keep my races in order the way I've done them. I think I have done that so far and kept it in order. That's the way I like to try and do things, keep them in order. Lord MX5 literally going to get second. Well, I think it's on its own. I think it's got a big enough lead over the other MX5. So yeah, the black one's in second. Orange one third, do we think? No, we'll go with the orange one in third place. Apologise, guys. Need a drink? Always hit recording. Always make sure you have a drink when recording. Otherwise you just end up dying of thirst. Dunlop formula. Do you know, I'm pretty sure that sign is different in Gran Turismo. I think it just says Dunlop. You know, in Gran Turismo 2, I'm pretty sure that just says Dunlop. I'm pretty sure it's only for Dunlop formula in Gran Turismo 3 and 4 because of the Formula GT Cup. And I love how they've stuck all these different brand names of cars and fuel companies and tune-up companies, you know, and different tyre companies like that, Toyo Tyre. And then you've got the Gran Turismo, Gran Turismo Watson, Gran Turismo logos, different logos and stuff, and all these different signs. Just brilliant. I mean, Polyphony really know what they were doing before all these higher powered machines came out, you know, PS3, PS4, PS5, you know, when other companies were doing the same, you know, Microsoft, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, 360, all the microtransaction machines came along where you could literally buy parts to a game. They knew what they were doing with these earlier Gran Turismos. I mean, just look at it. A full game like this, now, you wouldn't guess. I mean, every single vehicle in the game is obtainable in the game. Right, let's look at hindsight. Let's look at Forza, for example, yeah? Specifically, let's look at Forza 6 or 7. Because I think 7 was one of the worst in the series. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was. They went, or was it 5? Was it Forza 5 that was like half a game on disc? With all the microtransactions for different vehicles and tracks and stuff. Pretty sure it was 5 on disc. But yeah, the games now, you want a car, right, you're looking for a specific car. Let's, just for hindsight, let's say you're after a Subaru Impreza race car, yeah? Or rally car. And it's not in, and you go, but it's not in the game, yeah, for example. And you go, well, why is it not in the game? You know, it's a standard car, you know? You want to get that car now, you want to pay, I don't know, 250,000 credits for it, you know, in-game money, and you go, yeah, I'll take that car right now. I could go on to this game, the Gran Turismo 3, I could say, for example, I want a Honda NSX, that might be a Acura to you guys in America. I go in, I pick up, go into Japan, go into Honda, find the NSX Type R, pick it, buy it, done. I've got the car. If I was going to do that on Forza, for example, now I'm pretty sure it's in the game already, but let's just say, hypothetically, it's not in the game. You go, well, why is it not in the game? Is it obtainable in the game? So you go on Google, yes, it's obtainable in the game, but you have to download this certain car pack. And you're like, well, that's more money just for a car. You know, you have to pay, I don't know, £5 for a car pack and it contains like 5 to 10 vehicles or something stupid. And you're like, well, I've just spent money to pay for cars for a game when I could have done it with a different vehicle in the first place. These microtransactions just make a game more long-winded and more, what's the word I'm looking for? Expensive. Yeah, more expensive than it needs to be. And I mean, games are expensive nowadays anyway. Expensive. Which is why I like some of these old systems. Full game on the disc, stick in the machine, and away we go. Oh, I do apologise for you guys. Not all games are on disc, yes. You DS players, Game Boy Advance players, N64 players, and Mega Drive players, if you still do videos of those or play them systems. I will admit I still play my N64 because it's just a great system. Yes, the full game is on cartridge. I forgot about you guys with the nostalgia, you know, of playing it on the original systems. I should have known that myself because I like playing on the original system. For example, with this, Gran Turismo 3, you know. I have a PlayStation 3. Unfortunately, it's not one that does PS2 backwards compatibility. I was looking for one. But I'm on the original PS2. And I mean the original PS2. You know, the one with the little black square on the blue bit. Not just the USB slots, but the actual blue bit, you know. Because there was a thing called an iLink cable originally for the PS2, where you just plug it into the front of 2 PS2 machines, and you can go, and you, any game that supported System Link, you could go head to head with your mates if you wanted your own TVs and your own system. It was especially interesting for Gran Turismo because I'm pretty sure you can load up your friend's garage or garage, however you say it. You know, in the, you could pick your favourite car in your garage, your car that you like using, and pit it against their car that they like using, and see how it compares. And you can even choose the same vehicle. You know, for example, if I drive an MX-5 and my mate drives an MX-5, you know, but we've got different upgrades into it. We've upgraded it differently. We could see whose MX-5 is the best. You know, no tyre wear on, couple laps around a track, go from there. That was quite interesting with this game because it has got the link feature available. Spookily enough, I think this was one of the first System Link games that I know of, that I personally know of being available as a System Link. I don't know if any other games earlier than this were, but this is the first one I know of as a kid. It was the first one I know of and heard of as a kid. Obviously, that kind of puts you in perspective of where I was born. Yeah, in retrospective, this is one of my favourite games growing up as a kid. I think I only ever beat it once as a kid, and I was like, yeah, beat it, completed it, and move on. Because as a kid, you know, you move on, don't you? You're like, well, I've done the game now, I'm gonna get bored of the game now, I want a new game. As a kid, obviously, you're like, oh, that looks good, I'll buy that. You buy random games as a kid, and you're like, you know, with your pocket money, and you're like, well, nah, this game's no good now, is it? I have got a few games I've done that with in the past, I will admit. And you know, all these people as well, when they show their game collections off, and they say, well, I bought this as a kid, don't remember much about it, couldn't have been that good. Or, you know, people say, I bought this for my kids, it's my kid's game. No, I will admit I bought games in the past that I thought were going to be good and they turned out to be rubbish. And I have bought games that were meant for kids in the past, and I do enjoy them. I do physically enjoy them. You know? I have bought games in the past that, you know, kid friendly and meant for kids, but I physically thoroughly do enjoy them. So anybody who says that and says, oh, you don't play this because it's for your kid, no, I will show you gameplay videos. And if I haven't played it in a while, I will probably try and beat it. Beat the full game. I will try and beat the full game. If you guys are liking this, by the way, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell for when the next videos are uploaded. You will be one of the first people to know with that notification bell being turned on. And if you guys would like to, I don't know, drop a comment below saying, you know, what you're enjoying about this. You know, what would you like to see in upcoming videos and different long play video games I will be doing. Let me know. I mean, if there's a specific game you would like me to go through, let me know. And I will try going to as much detail as I possibly can. Please, 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 and I do mean this sincerely, please do not suggest Elder Scrolls Morrowind, Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Elder Scrolls Skyrim, because they are so long it's unreal. And I've not had much experience with the Elder Scrolls games, so I won't be doing them yet. I won't be doing them close in the future. I might do them in the future, but not this close in the future. You know, so bear that in mind. I may attempt them, but it won't be as soon as you guys probably expect. It will probably be in the future at some point, maybe a year or two. But we have got other games we can play through easily. I can beat them easily. But yes, I will try and play through as many different games as I possibly can for you guys with my YouTube channel as we can, before it either eventually gets shut down. You know, YouTube just shuts down for some reason. I don't think it will do, because it grosses so much. It does gross a lot. But yeah, if you guys, you know, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the notification bell, you know, And if you guys would like to see a specific game, let me know. I mean, I am in the process of collecting different games at the moment for going through. Most recently brought oh god, what did I most recently? Devil May Cry for the Xbox One, you know, Series X. I think it's Devil May Cry 5 Definitive Edition. Recently brought that, so I will be going through that with you guys at some point. And yeah, I've got loads of different systems, so you know, hopefully I can please everybody at some point. You know, doing different systems, doing different videos, games for you guys. I'd like to try and please everybody if I can. You guys might go, you know, oh, this game sucks, but for some people, this game might be great. You know, I will try to accommodate to everybody. You know, not everybody enjoys racing games. I am a big racing game fan, unfortunately. I do enjoy my races. You know, all started when I was a kid with Gran Turismo 2. You know, I fell in love with that game. You know, and then obviously when, as a kid growing up with Gran Turismo series, you know, 3, 4, you know, and just went from there really. I mean, after 4 I didn't get a PS3, I mean, got an Xbox 360 instead. And I did have an original Xbox before a 360 anyway, and I fell in love with Forza as well. Now Forza did go off in different directions eventually. You know, Forza Motorsports and Forza Horizon were really good games. Both directions really good, in my personal opinion. But like I say, I mean, I have got different games. I mean, if I could, I would find a copy of Code Veronica and go through Resident Evil Code Veronica with you guys. I could go through Resident Evil 4 quite easily. So many different versions of it around. So many different versions. I mean, you got the HD on 360 and on Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 2, Nintendo Wii. I mean, there's just so many ways I could play Resident Evil 4, all different control styles. Now, my personal opinion, Resident Evil 4 is best on the Wii. The controls is best on the Wii. No button mashing needed. You know, you aim with the Wii remote. Nice and easy. So yeah, it's nice and easy. Best controls, I think, personally, the Resident Evil 4 is on the Wii. Best version, I think. Easy pickup control style. Probably the best version, I think. Now, a few people will be saying, oh, it's not the best version, there's no HD graphics. It's not all about the graphics for me. You know, look at this. This isn't running through HD. And to me, this looks fine. This is running smooth as on my TV, on a modern TV, surprisingly. I've got it to run through. No, because there's no SCART on this telly, and I ain't got the Yellow, green, blue, red, whatever colour. Oh, I've been unwrapped. Yeah, colour on this TV. Cables. I've just got the standard red, white, yellow into the back of this TV. And it works. Surprisingly. Come on. See, it just shows you his tyres are probably way better than my tyres, and they run smooth as. But I am still in first, and there is no way. 1 minute 44. I mean, a few minor mistakes won't cost me, but I mean, if I had a major mistake, that could probably cost me the race. Having said that, though, I'm pretty sure he's still got to go to the pits this lap. He's got to go to the pits now. So even with a mistake, I don't think I can fail. I'm not going to attempt it because I don't want to tempt fate. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, even with a mistake now, he wouldn't be able to catch me up still. I know he's pulling away, but he's still got the pits to go to yet. So yeah, I don't think I could fail. So a nice easy victory. This video is going to be about 70 minutes long. Wow. Knew it was going to be a long one, guys. Knew it was going to be a long one. Wasn't expecting it to be quite as long. That's me. Too busy talking before concentrating on the race. But yeah, I do try and make it nice and easy for you guys. I mean, I try and do it the best way possible. To show you how easy it can be, but I mean, this race is particularly easy in any MX-5. Doesn't matter. You've got the old 89 version. That's the one, 89 version. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you've got the old 89 version of the MX-5. You can still win the race. Just put yourself some decent tyres on it if you can afford decent tyres. If not, just go with the tyres it comes equipped with, the normal tyres, and you should still be able to win if you were going to do it as your very first race. Nice and steady. We're good. Yeah, we're all good, all nice and easy. This car's gonna need an oil change. This car's gonna need one hell of an oil change. This car's gonna be so dirty. It's going to need an oil change and a wash. It's not glossy no more. And I'm right in thinking that fuel wear didn't come until GT4. So it looks like these cars never get filled up at all. Looks like it's running on lithium-ion batteries that are completely overcharged. So I don't think fuel came until GT4. You know, and there's only been one other game, in my personal opinion, racing game, that's ever come close to Gran Turismo. Now, a lot of people would say, you know, Forza comes close to Gran Turismo, you know. And there is a game that I don't own, but is it Total Enthusiastic Racing Simulator? There's a game out there that's close to Gran Turismo, and you know, but Sega GT for me was ahead of Gran Turismo 3 at the time, and it looked to me personally more polished than Gran Turismo 2 was, and there was a little bit more into Sega GT. I mean, there was different car classes like Gran Turismo. There were different tracks to Gran Turismo. I think they were all fake tracks in Sega GT. But it was also one of the very few games where you could go, I'll have that engine, I'll have that chassis, I'll have that wheel type to build. It was a very simple builder, but to build the car that you wanted, to sort of build a car that you wanted, you know. Now the games don't do that anymore. They don't allow you to build the car that you want. I mean, they give you specific upgrades that you can use to try and make the car look like a car that you want. But no games let you physically build a car. I mean, if games did that today, if a game did that today, let you build a specific car you wanted in a racing game, and there was all these other different type of cars with it, like there was in Sega GT, I'm pretty sure it would be a winner with the majority of racing game fans. You know, it could slightly bend some of the aspects, you know, change sort of how some of the body parts look. You know. Now I know. Oh, hello. I can see you behind me. I know that Need for Speed Pro Street tried something similar with bending the aftermarket body parts, and sort of the least wind resistant you could get. You know, the more aerodynamic the car was, the faster it would go. That sort of thing. But I mean, if they did something similar to Sega GT, as well as what they did with the aftermarket body parts, I'm pretty sure that game would have been a winner, an absolute winner with everybody. Oh my god, he's going on a lap, so I assume that's probably lap 39. And we are going to finish the race right now. Well, if he's not past the finish line, he should have a time. He's one lap behind. Very interesting. It's going to be a while for some of them to go past the line. So we'll skip that. 100,000 credits to us. I think that's the most amount of money we've had. We are not watching 40 laps of the replay. Now, yes, I know there are some people out there that would have just left the replay running, but not for 40 laps. Come on, maybe a couple, easy. Right then, what do we win? Oh, is it going to be an MX-5? Oh, there's a 3001 there. Yeah, I got an MX-5. Damn. I got an MX-5. So you can win MX-5s. Damn. Right then, guys. So that's pretty much it for this part of the video. See what MX-5 we actually did win. All the way to the top. Oh, we got the one that we used. The MX-5 1.8 IRS. Look at that, look how shiny that one looks compared to ours. In a sparkle green metallic colour. So yeah. Game stats, just show you the game stats quickly. 88.3% complete. We're nearly there. Our win ratio is at 88%. Now I know for you guys it looks like I've won every race, but I have tried in other ways for different championships. The next event that we'll be taking on, I'm either you know what? You know what? We're going to take on Super Speedway, 150 miles on Super Speedway. That will be the next event, guys. I hope to see you guys there. I would like to thank you for watching this part. And as always, stay awesome. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thank you very much.